What's going on, guys? Welcome back. More Madden 18 commentary. Do me a favor, take a moment, hit that like button, subscribe button. Criticism in the comment section. We're over to Twitter. Shutdown Safety is my username. The top 5 running backs, the ratings, the rankings, whatever you want to call them, were released today. I want to discuss them with you just briefly, kind of the way I did yesterday, in terms of looking at the actual players involved. Now, number 1, to no one's surprise, Le'Veon Bell. Number 2, David Johnson. Number 3, maybe a bit of a shock, the aging LaShawn McCoy. Number 4, the resurging career of DeMarco Murray after a bad year in Philadelphia. And lastly, Ezekiel Elliott. Obviously, everyone knows Ezekiel Elliott. Hopefully, he avoids any type of suspension and can continue to be the leading rusher for the Cowboys. Now, what I wanted to focus on here, though, is the ratings, the attributes, the numbers. What's going to make them different? It's great to say, here's who we think the best players are, but show me why they're the best players. Show me why, when I get Madden 18 and I get these players, that I can feel like I'm emulating the player on the field. That's where Madden, to me, has lost so much magic. All the players tend to feel the same. And this, to me, is a very significant part of why. Looking at what they're showing us now. So, many of you didn't like the video I did yesterday comparing quarterbacks, but here's the thing. When you've got ratings, when you've got attributes, you have to have a ceiling and you have to have a floor. If 100 is going to be your ceiling, then great. That's the best of the best, the elite. There should only be one that all the standards are judged to. Barry Sanders is 100 when it comes to agility. When it comes to 0, that's the person that can barely move. And everyone else has to fall in between. So when I look at comparing the second best running back in the game to the 4th best running back in the game, we can see there's a 3 overall. Where does this leave the 25th best running back in the game? Is he 20 points overall less? How are we getting to this value? Because to me, when we look at the running backs, this is a great way. A lot of people didn't think there was enough attributes shown yesterday to rate quarterbacks, but to me, this is all we really need to know. Speed, acceleration, agility, and strength. Apart from physical size, what more do you really need? To me, awareness doesn't mean anything because I'm user controlling them. I'm their awareness. I can make poor mistakes that they may not make in real life, so the awareness goes out the window. For Johnson to be 3 more faster, 2 more agile, for them to have the same acceleration and strength but be 3 apart, says a lot to me about why this game feels the way it does, why these characters all tend to play the same, why the game has started to lose its replay value the last 5, 6, 7 years, because you don't have that uniqueness in between the players. And this right here is what has to change. You have to have more of a separation. You have to have separation. David Johnson, who can do everything, who really is, since maybe Marshall Faulk or Roger Craig, one of the most multi-purpose, versatile players in the game, should not be so closely compared to DeMarco Murray, who is good in his own right, but more of a workhorse every down back, and to me doesn't have the same constant 3-down threats that David Johnson does. Until you can get this corrected, until we can have players more accurately depicted in my situation, in my opinion, I guess, the game is going to continue to struggle. It's still going to feel the same after 2 or 3 seasons. Everyone's going to feel like they're playing the same teams, against the same teams, with the same players. You just don't have those unique characteristics. And to me, this is a big reason why, hopefully, we find a way, because we get told every year, they're going to reevaluate the ratings. We really need to see a lot larger disparity in terms of what these ratings say and how it impacts the player on the field. And awareness should not even factor into most of it because we are controlling these players, no one else. Love to know your thoughts on this. Appreciate you checking this out. You guys know by now I'll be back in the week with more commentary.